Welcome, everybody to Fashion Victuals Radio right here on RipRadioNetwork.com. Oh, boy. Hump Wednesday. Happy Hump Wednesday, everybody. Like, I literally just walked in the studio. Sorry.
What were you like in school? I swear.
Oh, my God. Late for class all the time. I'm not going to deny that. No, but the thing is, so on Wednesdays are my long days. Even though, you know, I got the 9 to 5 thing going on, whatever have you. But on Wednesdays, I take my nephew to karate practice. Right. So, like, I'm racing from work to get to, I can't hear myself anymore. I'm racing to after work to get on one side of town to pick him up from school and take him to karate practice. Then I have to wait till his dad gets there. Then I have to go home and I have to deal with my dog. Like the 5 minutes I can get her to use the restroom. And then I'm racing to the studio. So, yes, that's my Wednesday.
Okay, so, should I approach you?
And I don't have no alcohol.
Okay, should I approach you like, you know, Wendy Williams did to Meghan Markle? Or should
What you trying to say? What you trying to say? Tell me. Approach me. Please. Oh my gosh.
So, but I mean, trust me, in this area, it's crazy.
I feel like I did pretty damn good for this area then.
Actually, surprised to have our guest today.
I know. Miss Courtney B is in the building.
So she kind of went through the same thing.
I know.
Some bustle.
She knows my pain.
Yes.
She knows my pain. She's coming further than I. Well, no, I don't know. I'm coming from Gaithersburg.
She come from down in Virginia.
Oh yeah,
so,
she knows my pain.
So Virginia, that's a traffic jam all itself.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I bless your heart. I don't know how you do it. Virginia is the worst. Virginia is the worst. Worst. I'm sorry. See, this is what happens when I don't have liquor in the studio with me.
You need to be free.
I didn't have. You're right, because I was drinking at lunch today. But
drinking a lot of liquor this weekend, though. So.
Yes, everybody, DC Foods and Groove is this Saturday on October 26th. If you all have not bought your tickets, please get your tickets. I will definitely be there. It's supposed to rain, though. I don't know how long a sister going to stay because it's supposed to be raining.
Don't they have indoor venues?
Are they indoor or outdoor? Because, you know, they have, like, events that go outside of Union Market.
Well, let us know.
I know, right? I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know how it's going. I'll let you know.
Give the hair report.
But, yeah.
Protect your hair, girl. I don't want to be there.
Well, I'm natural, so, I mean, it rain or whatever, it don't matter. But if you all can attend, please attend DC Food and Grooves. The creators of Broccoli Fest is doing this. And there are a lot of artists that are going to be there, a lot of chefs, a lot of restaurants are involved. So I think this is like super good for the city because, you know, it introduces us to different peoples and different genres of music and also different foods. Like a lot of people, what I will say this, DC is very culturally diverse when it comes to food. Like you can kind of find different little restaurants everywhere in the DC metropolitan area.
Yeah.
The only thing I have not seen is Bali. Have you seen a Bali restaurant?
Like Indian food or?
No, like it's Bali. Bali is kind of like, well, I mean Indian food, but like, is Bali food kind of like Indian food or is it the same?
No, it's different.
It is different, right? So I really haven't seen like a restaurant like catered to like Bali food. Like I've had Afghanistan food. Mm-hmm. I've had Indian food. I've had, oh, Lord. I've had Italian, Mexican, Cuban, El Salvadorian.
Very bland, but
yeah, El Salvadorian food, right? Yeah, it no taste. It's always, I need salt. But it's, I mean, like, once the salt is on it, it's pretty good. African, I had African food. I had Jamaican food. I had Trinidadian food. I have not had Ethiopian food.
It's been spicy a bit from time to time.
Shade, no shade. The smell doesn't attract me.
Okay, you said you had never had it. But
I never had it.
But the smell to taste you? How?
Because it doesn't smell appealing to me.
But you never had it.
And I haven't tasted it before.
Okay, have you seen it?
I have seen it. There's Ethiopian restaurants all over D.C.
Well, okay, there's seeing a restaurant, and then there's going actually.
I watch the Food Network a lot. I've seen it on the Food Network.
Food Network's another thing. I mean,
I'm not in front of me. No,
anywhere.
I have not seen Ethiopian food in front of me. And no disrespect to my Ethiopian brothers and sisters or my Eritrean brothers and sisters. I just never had the food, and it's just like.
Well, if the Food and Grooves has some Ethiopian
I know,
spots,
then I gotta try it.
Yeah,
I gotta try it.
There's some good stuff.
I just feel like I'm willing to try it. I'll just say that I'm willing to try it.
You gotta have some willpower just to try it.
I am. I do. So that I've had Pakistani food, which is really good. I was shockingly surprised Pakistani food was good. So I mean, I've had different cultures of food, and it's kind of cool because it's like we're just a big old melting pot here. Yeah. So.
Well, this is a good thing. So I hope you enjoy yourself.
I do. I hope so too.
Well, fat and happy.
I like to be fat and happy. I do. Unfortunately. I know. And I'm going out to dinner for Friday night too. Oh, God help me. I don't know.
That's like you're
I promise you.
Thanksgiving.
I promise you. After this weekend, I am going on a fast. It ain't. I can't. Like I'd eat a lot. Like a lot. Like where did I go? I went to Ted's Bulletin for lunch today.
Okay.
And that was the first time I've ever been there, and it feels pretty good. I don't know if there's a Ted Bulletin in D.C. The one I went to is in Gaithersburg. Is one on 8th Street? Okay, yeah. Their food is actually really good. Okay. So I'm all about a good brunch spot.
Well, let's say this. If you were living in San Francisco, you'd be moving a little bit more. So you can get your groove on walking around.
San Francisco?
Well, that's what I'll further explain that in the Fast Victuals.
Okay. All right, cool. So, everybody, since Miss Courtney B is in the building, we're going to start with her today. But we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to sit down with Miss Courtney B right here on Fashion Victuals Radio on RipRadioNetwork.com.
I'm the boss, you better stay in your lane. You already know who run this game. I'm the boss, 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 I'm the one who stays on top. You know that I keep this game on lock. I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss. Come and see me when you're good. Nobody out there can storm my hood. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. See, I'm the boss. And when it's all said and done, I will still be number one. I'm the boss. 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 Call me boss like a big fat lady with a name on a tags, driving everybody crazy. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. Call me boss like a big fat lady with a name on a tags, driving everybody crazy. I'm the boss.
Fuck lamos and fuck boys, real niggas I leave out. Face it, this main chick came into clean house. Most rappers ain't real, that's the part they leave out. Draped up, dripped out. Yeah, bitch, I'm bossed out. Yeah, bitch, I'm that hard. Fuck you whack bras who just look tough, talk big and act hard. To the goons at your front door when the shooters all in your backyard. Had your girl like, damn, Pearl, why you had to go that hard? Balling all day, like I sleep in the gym. I'm too much for myself. I think I need me a twin, riding in that Jag. But I think I need me a Benz, a coupe for myself, a SUV for my friends. Told you from the start, I be chasing them ends. I need my paper, them G's, K's, and them M's. Got loud in my bamboo. What y'all smoking is soundproof. You can't do it like I do. Posting up like a damn fool.
Call me boss like a big fat lady with a name on a tags, driving everybody crazy. I'm the boss.
She the boss, she the boss. With diamonds on her neck. She the boss, she the boss. She the boss on deck. She the boss, she the boss. She all about a check. The diamonds on her neck. The diamonds on her neck. She the boss, she the boss. She all about a check. She got diamonds on her neck. Diamonds on her neck. She the boss, she the boss. She all about a check.
It doesn't matter what you say, I'm gonna do it my way. 'Cause I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss. It doesn't matter what you say, I'm gonna do it my way. I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss. You better stay in your lane. You already know who run this game. I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss. See, I'm the boss, and when it's all said and done, I will still be number one. I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss. Call me boss like a big fat.
Welcome everybody to Fashion Victuals Radio right here on Rip Radio Network. And to the right of me, we have the lovely Miss Courtney B.
Hi.
Hello, darling.
Hey, girl.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So what you all don't know, of course you wouldn't know, but Miss Courtney B sung at my sister's wedding last
I
year.
did.
And she has a beautiful voice. Like, people didn't even know she was in the room. They really didn't, because her voice is so beautiful. It's just,
Thank you.
it flowed well with the
Thank
song.
you.
So
Yeah.
welcome to Fashion Victuals.
Thank you. Thank you. This is my first time here. It's gorgeous. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good time.
Awesome.
Yes.
So-
Minus the traffic.
Yeah, minus the
Oh,
traffic.
my God. I was like, please let me
Minus
get here.
the traffic. I know,
Yes.
right?
Oh,
So
we made it.
what we're going to do, what we normally do, is we go into our Fashion Victual News.
Okay.
In Fashion Victual News, Brian gives us a few stories that are going on around the globe,
Okay.
whether it's in fashion, whether it's in food, whether it's in entertainment, and whatever country. So.
Okay. Okay.
So you please just feel free to give your input as Brian goes through the story.
Oh, okay. I thought it
Okay.
was like a trivia or something.
No,
I'm
it's
like,
not trivial.
Okay. Getting ready.
It can be for some people down the line, but anyway. Yes, this Fashion Victuals News. And I believe, like I said before, if you plan on taking a trip to the Bay Area next year, you might see and feel things moving pretty faster.
Pretty faster?
Yeah, pretty faster.
Okay.
Because city officials have ordered that all privately owned vehicles will be banned. Banned, I say.
What?
Yeah, banned.
You can't drive your own car.
That's right. You driving it onto Market Street in downtown San Francisco. This process,
Wow.
so pretty much, this process is to help alleviate traffic, increase public transit use and efficiency, and also try to reduce injury, eliminate accidents, things like that. Where it was reported that 123 cases of injury collisions has happened around that area.
123?
Just last year. Yes,
Yikes.
just last year.
Yeesh.
Now,
So you're going to turn a whole city into a car-free city?
yeah. Well, here's the thing. Now, let's go back to the street themselves. Now, actually, only buses and taxis are permitted to drive through this area. So
That means you got to pay for it?
here we go. Yes. Now, here's the thing. Now,
Oh, no.
now for those
ain't
who
right.
like the
Oh, no.
ride shares like Lyft and Uber,
Yeah.
nope, not anymore.
What?
Are you serious?
Yes. They will not be allowed if any privately owned vehicle is seen driving on Market Street. They will be charged for a moving violation because of the fact Uber and Lyft, those are privately
Private
owned
vehicles.
vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much, you're going to get carded for that.
Oh, no.
So now earlier this month, New York City closed down pretty much blocking private owned cars on 14th Street and so far it's been doing pretty well.
But I mean, that's a piece of New York City,
That's
though.
right.
This
And
isn't
then-
a
and
whole
this is-
city.
No. This is just Market Street, just like
That's what I'm.
it's just a piece. It's just only Market Street in San Francisco.
Okay.
Only Market Street.
Okay.
And in Paris, they pretty much close down once a month their city center. So,
Okay.
for festivals and things like that. But they do
Okay.
at least once a month.
Okay.
So
I wonder
but,
how
yeah,
busy
so
Market
this is
Street
for,
is, though.
Exactly.
Try to help, moving traffic along and, again, reducing injuries and things like that. So it would be a good thing.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's not too bad. I think that they should do that in parts of DC, but
Oh, yeah. Like, all of it.
Yeah.
Not like all of it.
You can't. You gotta like
But
have
I
something.
don't know though. Not in DC because, like me, I work in Virginia. I live in Maryland, so sometimes I travel through DC.
Mm-hmm.
So if they ban that,
Well, I would say like the smaller parts, like U Street.
okay, yeah.
Like
can see that.
a good 5 or 6 blocks of U Street, just kind of block it off because there's a lot of foot traffic
It is.
in U Street, and even H Street, in Northeast, like all that new area. Yeah,
it
absolutely.
It's way congested.
And then they have the little commuter, whatever that dolly. What is that thing that
Oh,
drives
yeah,
through
in the
H
middle of the
Street?
street.
Yeah, so they
The
can
most
use
annoying
that.
thing ever.
So that's what they're trying to do.
Okay.
So
Hey, girl.
actually, this is this next story is
Okay.
perfect for Miss B to talk about.
Yes, Miss B. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, so it was recently put out this week. Rolling Stone put out the list of the 100 greatest singers.
Oh,
of all
I heard
time.
about this.
Now,
I didn't hear
here's the top 10, and we'll give you some
First
notables.
of all, Whitney Houston is at 34.
What?
Well, that was one of the notables, but here's the top 10. So for
See,
everyone
look
to
at your
see.
face.
So number 1 is
Look at this. Look at this.
Rolling
Aretha Franklin.
Stone.
Number
Aretha
2
Franklin is number 1.
Yes, she's number 1. Number 2 is Ray Charles. Number 3 is Elvis.
He
Number
shouldn't
4
be.
is Sam Cooke.
Okay.
Number 5,
John Lennon.
This is where the questioning begins. Number 5, John Lennon. 6, Marvin Gaye. Another one I question. Number 7, Bob Dylan. Number 8, Otis Redding. Number 9, Stevie Wonder. Number 10, James Brown. Now here's some notables.
Mind you, it was only one woman through that whole list you just read.
Yeah, and she's number 1.
Exactly.
This sounds like a
now,
whole mess.
here's the notables.
Come
Number
on now.
16, here we go. Number 16, Mick Jagger. 17, Tina Turner.
Nope.
19, Bob Marley.
Eh.
23, David Bowie. 25, Michael Jackson. 30, Prince. 34, Whitney Houston.
Wrong.
58, Christina
Aguilera.
Aguilera.
No. She can
79 is Mariah Carey. And 100 is Mary J. Blige.
No.
That one was accurate.
For her, yeah. So this is my thing. All of these people up here are great I mean, they're great singers as well, which, in the singer world, we all pay
Yeah.
homage to all of them. But the majority of them seem to be great performers. Like, you can't say the greatest singers of all time and put Whitney Houston as number 34.
34.
You just can't do that.
That's ridiculous.
When I saw the list, I was like, wait. Because
So-
my sister showed me the list, and I was like,
I'm curious. Where Beyonce land on that list?
nowhere.
Oh, okay.
So that's the thing. It was Christina Aguilera. Let's say if you say like the current era, she's the Christina Aguilera. is,
She's
like,
the most
number one.
current. Because
Yeah.
I was going to say, what about Brandy?
Nope.
Where is
Wow.
Nope.
Jasmine
Monica.
Sullivan?
No.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Jasmine.
Nope.
I mean, give me some people that can sing down. None of them made the cut.
Nope. So
And it's of all time.
this is all time. And
that ain't right.
Again, I
From
felt like,
what time to what time?
Give us a date range.
It's
Right.
50s to now. So or
50 to 2019? That's
And
impossible.
Sarah Vaughan didn't make the list. Like,
Etta James did. She did.
Oh,
She
okay.
made the list. But no, a lot of people. Like I said, I questioned it due to the fact that
Yeah,
like, some of these people in
it's-
there, like John Lennon and Bob Dylan, they're, I would say good songwriters, not great singers.
Was Elton
Yeah,
John on the
it's-
list?
He was in the top 40.
He was in the top
Top 40,
40.
yeah.
It's
wow.
gonna be enough for
So
me.
yeah, this is again Rolling Stone. I questioned
It's
it.
a little disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, Aretha Franklin at number 1, and she's the only black woman at the top 10. I mean, that's cool, but I wouldn't have put her at number 1.
Who would you put number 1?
I don't know. It's
ooh,
questionable.
that is a good question.
It's
That would take me
questionable.
some time.
Yeah.
I got to get a list Write some stuff
Right.
down. Go
Like
through my
Patty
little-
was Patty
go through
LaBelle
some
on the
CDs.
list? Right. Exactly. Like is Patty on the list?
Gladys Knight was 51.
How about-
Patty was not? Yeah, Patty wasn't.
Was
Patty
Shaka
wasn't
Khan
on
on
the
it?
As far as I remember, I don't think she was on the list.
What about Shaka?
Nope.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's
Go
a
to Rolling
terrible.
Stones and find out.
That's a terrible list. Everybody watch Rolling Stone. I mean, go to their website and kind of ban this list because it sounds like some readjustments need to be made.
Yeah. it sounds
Well,
like
speaking of
that.
readjustments, you're gonna love this story.
Uh-oh.
Last week, this beloved doctor Julian De Silva, a cosmetic surgeon from London, comprised a list of the most beautiful women in the world, basing off of the ancient Greek method of physical perfection calculation, golden ratio of beauty pi.
What?
Yes.
What did you just say?
It is the golden ratio of beauty pi. So it's a
Lord.
weird calculation of
Good night.
Of calculating.
Good night, math. Good night.
So,
Exactly.
You're gonna love this. So the result revealed that. Yeah, so they pretty much said that's.
Huh?
The result revealed that Bella Hadid was number one with 94, with a calculation of 94.35. Beyonce was 92.4. And of course, the Beehive went apeshit.
Of course they did.
Claiming
Goddamn.
that
She
the
had
numbers-
92.4.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's only right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But here's how now just to explain, here's how the golden ratio of beauty pie is comprised. So based off of these figures, the length and the width of someone's face is measured and then the results are divided. According to the golden ratio, the ideal result is roughly 1.6. Measurements are then taken from the forehead hairline to the spot between the eyes. From the spot between the eyes and the bottom of the nose,
gotta
and
be
then from the
kidding
bottom
me.
of the nose to the bottom of the chin. A person is considered to be more beautiful if the numbers are equal.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
I know,
This is a
right?
joke. So attention is then given to the symmetry and the proportion of the face to be determined beautiful according to the golden ratio. The length of the ear must be equal to the length of the nose, and the width of an eye should be equal to the distance between the eyes. So pretty much, here's the funny thing. Based off of the way this is looking, there are some points where Beyonce numbers are a bit higher than Bella Hadid. But here's the other weird thing. Age was not a part of this. Even though,
What was it?
Age.
Oh, age.
Age was never a part of this. Because here's the thing. Here's the list of the top 10. So Bella Hadid was number one, and she's 23 years old.
Okay.
Beyonce is pretty much the second oldest, and she's at number
She's
2.
38.
Because Kate Moss is the oldest person on this list, and she was at number 6, and she had a 91.06.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson, she was at number 7.
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. We had Katy Perry at 9. Taylor Swift was number 5. Ariana Grande was 4, and Amber Heard was number 3. Ladies, yes, this is some bullshit that came out of left field, and they're claiming ancient Greek history that created this calculation.
That was a whole lot. Look, my best friend is on here.
News.
She's like, "What metric is this? What type of metric is
Girl,
this?"
it's in London. We don't even worry about it here. It's in London.
It's a mess.
Oh my gosh. It's a hot mess. And
that guy, he literally stood by his word of.
Oh, people gonna chew his ass up.
Oh, they did.
I'm sure
kinda-
he's already got it.
Yep.
Because this was reported a little
Absolutely. Oh boy.
So, that's news.
That's the news. All right. Thank you, super producer Brian. And we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to jump right into this interview with Miss Courtney B. Right here on Fashion Victuals Radio.
Yes. Sing.
Face me, don't ever lie to me. When you put your hands around my body, does it drive you crazy? Does it drive you crazy? Say it quickly. Do I break it down to your knees? When you put your hands around my waist.
doesn't mean to be underground. It means you gotta be free to be underground. Yo, you got your own key when you're underground. If you're listening to me, yo, you underground. Listen.
Hey. Everybody, welcome back to Fashion Victuals Radio right here on RipRadioNetwork.com. Today is our underground segment, and what we have for you today is Miss Lovely Courtney B.
Hey, y'all.
How you doing, girl?
I'm good. I am good.
So, darling.
Yes.
I heard we have a video, a new video that we get to premiere today.
Well, we are actually just going to premiere the song. We're not going to premiere the video today.
You're not ready?
No. I know some things fell through. See, that's the thing about being an independent artist. It's like you have to do all the things yourself.
Yeah.
So some things fell through, but I do have the single for you guys.
And we will definitely listen to it later.
Yes.
So, darling, how did you get started in music?
Oh my gosh. I started where everybody starts, in the church house. In the church house.
You think everybody started in the church house?
Most singers say that.
Yeah,
most
they
singers
do
say that.
They really do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I started at church young.
Okay.
I was probably like 6.
Oh,
Like
wow.
around 5, 6 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
We had like a family church. You know?
Okay.
And so yeah, I was the cousin that can sing. I'm still the cousin that cousin. I'm still that cousin.
Do you ever get your family walk up to you and be like, "Girl, can you sing at this? Can you sing at such and such?"
Oh yes, but you know what? I come from a very large family, so like those are the best like moments to display my talent.
Yeah, because I mean, family to me, and shade no shade, shout out to my mother and my sister, that they are your worst critics when it comes to things. At least mine is.
Yeah, but that's a good thing. I would rather my mother or somebody say, "Girl, than for me to go out and embarrass myself."
Understandable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I truly understand that. Okay, so you started singing at 6, and what made you like really go and tell yourself like, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna just go for it. I'm gonna shoot for the stars. I'm gonna follow my dream." Yeah. When did you start this journey?
It was at 6 because you know what? It just felt good.
Mm-hmm.
It felt good, and then the journey is funny because like when I started out, it was all about, oh my gosh, Courtney. It was the accolades. Like I was like, oh, yes, I can do it. I'm good. You know. And then as I started to get older, I kind of developed a heart for people.
Okay.
And so I was like, I want to do something to make other people smile. So it wasn't about me receiving the accolades, but about me being able to do something to make someone else feel good.
Okay.
So, yeah. That's kind of like the thing that kind of keeps me going with it.
And when you say you perform, like, do you get butterflies before performance? Because some people are either confident before the performance and they're like, okay, I got this.
Yeah.
Or...
I get butterflies, but it's a different kind of butterflies. It's not like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh my God, I'm so scared. It's like, oh my God, I'm ready. Like, really? I cannot wait to get on this stage. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Those are my butterflies.
That's a good confident thing.
Yes, honestly, it's a very indescribable feeling.
Okay.
It just feels good. And then to look at other people and for them to smile, or if it's a sad song, for them to just be like, oh my God. You know, it makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing something.
You're doing something
for someone else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So what is the largest audience that you had to perform in front of since you've followed your journey? Because you have a beautiful voice. So I know it's like you had to like bellow in front of a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I did. It's 2 places. One place was the Verizon Center. Or what is it? Capital One Arena.
It's Cap One now. Yeah.
Capital One Arena now. I know. And I still say the Verizon every time. I'm like, the Verizon Center.
And then it's like you got to catch yourself.
But I sang there. I sang the national anthem for.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, for the DC Valor, the arena football team.
Okay.
I sang there for them, and it was packed that night.
That's
so I was
awesome.
just like, but a good kind of.
Yeah.
And then the second place, I actually had the opportunity years ago to sing behind Layla Hathaway. Yes.
Wow.
It was, and she's just a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I got to sing behind her. Actually, at my alma mater, I went to Norfolk State University.
Okay.
And so a couple of us, it was actually a nice group of us. We got to sing behind her for our homecoming one year. So,
that's awesome.
And everyone, if anyone knows anything about HBCUs, homecoming is literally like the biggest family reunion. So it was just so many people, and yeah, it was a crowd for sure.
What would you say some of the ups and downs in being in this industry are currently?
Oh gosh, ups. It's very fulfilling if this is something that you really want to do. It's very fulfilling. You get to meet people. I'm a people person. You know, I'm a talker. I like to laugh. I like to have fun. So just getting to meet people, and then I like to party and stuff like that. So most things that happen within the industry are weekends or nights. You know, it's a party scene type of a situation. So I like that. That's enjoyable to me. The downs for me, again, like I'm an independent artist. Like tonight I planned on premiering the music video. You know what I mean? But I have to do things on my own. Now, granted, I do have a wonderful team. I don't want to take anything away from anyone that has helped me or supported me, you know, thus far. But at the end of the day, it does fall on me financially. For me to kind of lead my team, it falls on me to get the job done, to remain motivated, to keep everyone else motivated. And so that part gets a little difficult, you know.
Yeah,
and then
I can imagine.
I'm a singer. I'm an artist. I'm not a music producer. I'm not a recording engineer. I'm not a videographer. I'm not a photographer. So those types of services, I have to reach outside of myself to get things done. And oftentimes, I'm not taking anything from anyone, and I appreciate the help that I've received from everyone. But not always, but a lot of times I have to wait for other people to do things for me before I can move. You know what I mean? And so that part is like a little frustrating. And then all that money you kick out. Yeah. That ain't right.
Yeah.
It's not how much money
it's not.
stuff costs.
It's not.
And you don't always see the fruits of that labor on the front end. You kind of have to wait. Like, I've been doing this for forever. I ain't gonna say how old I am, but I've been doing this like the majority of my life, and I have not made more money than what I've kicked out ever. I have not had a project when I'm like, okay, I profited so good off of this. Not yet.
Okay.
It doesn't discourage me, but it's like that's one of the downs of it.
Right.
Thus far.
Okay. I hear you. If you need a good videographer, girl, I know an expert on it.
Okay, we need to talk.
Okay. Shout out to King G.
I have a great videographer, though. He's up in New York. His name is Lamont Baldwin, so shout out to him as well.
Okay.
But yeah,
someone local. So familiar.
Girl, he's everywhere.
Okay.
He's everywhere. He's up in New York.
So with the downfalls and the upsides, there has to be some type of joy that you get out of it.
Honestly, if I didn't get any type of joy from it, I don't think I would be doing it. It's like what I said earlier. It's literally a feeling that is just indescribable. It feels very good for me internally to be able to produce, you know, the sound that I can and to do the services for people that I do. And then it also feels really great. And another joy that I get from it is just seeing other people's reactions. Like, for example, when we were talking about your sister's wedding, that was so much fun to me. I was only there for like 10 minutes, but that 10 minutes was amazing for me. And then for you to say how people reacted to it as though they had a good time, like that, you know, makes it even better. It just makes everything worthwhile.
Awesome. It was because, when we came down, of course, I was I felt more nervous than she did.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was shaking.
Wait, so were you were in the wedding party? Okay.
I was the matron. I was the matron. Was that the matron? Because I ain't married.
You were the maid of honor.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I was maid of honor. And her best friend was the matron. So I think I came after her best friend, and I'm sitting there and I'm shaking. I'm like, why am I shaking? I'm not even getting married. My sister looked like she was just like, I'm ready to get this over with.
Okay.
And I'm like, but why is she the one not shaking?
Yes.
But then when you come in the room and you hear your voice, I was like, where is she? And everybody
I was
like,
tucked away in the corner.
I know you were. And then my sister kind of pointed out, like right before we went in, she kind of pointed out where you were standing. I was like,
oh, okay. Okay, see, I didn't know that behind the scenes moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
But your voice is phenomenal. She was so happy.
You. Thank you. I'm
really
happy.
happy.
That she was happy.
Okay. Happy. And do you do weddings often, or is that something that people always ask you or request you to do?
Let's see. I do weddings quite often.
Okay.
I haven't done a wedding in a while, though, to be honest with you. So if y'all need a wedding singer, but yeah, I do weddings. I do funerals. I hate doing funerals.
I know.
I know. So sad. But I do funeral. Anything, honestly.
Okay, so with this new project that you have right now, tell us about it.
Where do I start? No, so I have literally been so blessed with the people that God has put in my life to help me to get to where I'm trying to go. And one of those people is my best friend. His name is Mike Turner. He goes by Genesis. He's an artist as well.
Okay.
And he's a writer and a producer. And so he wrote and produced this album for me. And the great thing about it, like I say, he's one of my best friends. We talk all the time, and I'll like vent to him, and I'm talking about these dudes out here that, just different experiences that I've had. And he'll turn around and be like, oh, hey, just to let you know, come over real quick. I want to teach you this song I just wrote. And I'm like, what? So I get over there, and literally I'm able to sing the song so well as though I wrote it because I can relate to it so well. Gotcha. You know what I mean? Because he literally took an experience that I had and wrote something from it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So he did that with this album. And just everything he just presented to me, again, like we've known each other since like middle school or no, 9th grade. So high school.
Okay.
Known each other since high school. And, he knows me. He knows my vocal abilities. He is able to challenge me vocally and even lyrically, some things that I would never write for myself. He writes for me, and it kind of just gives me an out, I guess, to just kind of get things out that's on my chest. And that's pretty much how this project went. And it was kind of we started working on the project in 2016.
Wow.
Yeah. So he wrote all the songs in 2016. 2017, we recorded everything.
Okay.
And then 2018, we did all the mixing and mastering, and I hosted a listening party, and a lot of my followers came to that, which was so good. It was out in Herndon, Virginia, which is a hike, but it was out there. And then the plan this year was to release the album. So I don't think I'm going to be able to release the album this year. However, I will be releasing this single, and then I have another single, and then the top of next year.
Okay.
Foot on neck. Like, I'm ready to release this album for sure.
So on this album, like you said, the album was written based on like your experiences that you had in the dating game.
Yes, girl.
And I'm sure that it's the dating game within this area. You ain't gotta tell me,
girl,
honey.
You see how I just slouched over in my little seat?
It's a painful subject to talk about. I'm sorry. Shout out to everybody who can survive the dating game in the D.C. metropolitan area, because I don't know how y'all did it. And it is a mess.
Yeah, a whole mess.
Oh, my gosh. But with that being said, he dedicated this album based on the experiences. So I'll say this, give us a couple of words that can describe the experience of not only listening to this album, but what you've been through.
Ooh, this is a good one. Let me think of some of these lyrics, because honestly, the lyrics do it. Let me see.
You got
Girl, because I'm trying to think, should I say this song? So I have a song called Regret. Regret was written.
We go through those. We go through those.
Regret was written based off of a relationship that I had years ago. The first line is, when I was crying, were you there?
Ooh.
Don't look at me with that ugly stare.
Wow.
And then it's, I'm rolling around on the ground, you know, because you've been messing with that stupid hoe. You can't measure my emptiness. Now you're trying to find an empty nest.
Ooh.
Girl, wrote. Did he write down? Wrote down. He wrote down. Yes. Like it. When he was, I was like, hold on. You are a poet. Like, come on, push through. But when I say I could relate, like, he
Totally
literally
relate.
took an experience.
Totally relate.
And this experience happened years ago. Years ago. I was like in high school.
Wow.
It wasn't that long ago, okay? But it happened years ago, and he took that experience, like the rolling around on the ground. Girl, that was me. Being a whole dramatic Leo.
Oh my God.
Like,
oh, you Leo too?
Yes! I'm a Leo too. Yes, ma'am. See, I knew it was something. And I was like, I love it here. I feel at home. Things are amazing. Yes.
So me and you can definitely relate.
Listen, the dramatics that I pulled out of my head for that event, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out the car, I'm gonna roll around on the ground. And that's what I did, and that's what he wrote in the song.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. That's deep though. That's deep. And then the fact that it happened years ago and he wrote it like recently about but women still do that to this day. They still go through those things. Girl. That's the crazy part.
My Lord.
So, with that being said, how many songs do you currently have on the album right now?
On the album is 12. 12
okay,
songs.
12 songs? Yeah. Okay, because, you know, they be shortening these albums now.
Oh, my gosh.
They be shortening them.
It's a sad story. I be like, what? This is it? I'm so happy for streaming services because I would be mad if I paid for my little CD.
I know. They be like, 8 songs. Five.
Listen.
Wait, what? That's not an album. That's an EP.
Ain't it? Yeah.
So, that's a good thing. So, this time around, you're doing an album. Have you done the EP prior to? Okay.
Yes, I have an EP out. It's available everywhere digitally.
Okay.
It's called #Boss. The song. Yeah. So, it's Courtney B, #Boss. It has 6 tracks. It's a hidden track on there. So the last track, you got to let it play.
Okay.
It's like a 10-minute track, but it's really 2 songs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
that's an added bonus right there.
Yeah. Girl, I was so impressed. I was like, oh, we going to do a hidden track. It's going to be this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So with this new album, how do you feel this project is for you?
Oh my gosh, it's home. Okay. To be honest with you, my last project, I was so over it when it was time to release it because I didn't know how to do it. So it was all trial and error, and it just took so long for everything to happen. And I was just like, I'm on to the next. Like you know. But with this one, it hits home so well. Like I said, it's experiences that I've lived, and so. It's me.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of women, like you said, can relate. And men, too, can relate to it.
They ain't relate to it.
They could relate. Possibly, maybe.
I don't feel like they can relate. They have the upper hand in this area.
It's tough. It is tough for me.
I pray every day.
It's like, it's tough.
I can't be on these streets. I'm hiding myself from everybody.
Okay.
Because it's crazy. Okay. Well, Miss Courtney.
Yes.
Please let everybody know where they can find you.
Yes. So you all can find me on all social sites at I'm Courtney B, the letter I, the letter M, Courtney B. And then my website, www.imcourtneyb.com. You can sign up for my mailing list and receive updates on everything that I'm doing, all the shows that I have coming up, interviews, everything.
Awesome. And where are your songs? And what's
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Anywhere where songs
iTunes,
are digitally
Spotify.
Yes. Google Play, Apple Music, Tidal. What else? Anywhere, everywhere, whatever you listen to, whatever streaming service you listen to, you can find my music.
Well, thank you, Miss Courtney
Thank
B,
you so
for
much for
coming
having me.
to
Thank you.
the underground with us right here on Fashion
Yes,
Victuals
yes.
Radio. And tune in next week. Brian, you look like you, what? What is the problem?
Uh-oh.
I actually would like to Miss Courtney to introduce her hits or new.
Oh, yes!
Everybody, yes. Let's do the premiere.
Yes, you guys, this is the long-awaited premiere of my very first single from this album. It's called Daddy, and it features a rapper in the area called Dot Cash. I hope you all enjoy.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Everybody, the world premiere of Daddy right here on Fashion Victuals Radio.
Next week.
See you next week. Peace.
I felt that bass in my soul. She said, Daddy, you the man. And I'm that, she that, we that, together forever. I be that. She looked me right in my eyes and called me daddy. She called me daddy. And the next swap, she spot water, gon' drop your hype, gon' stop. I eat the vibes. She called me daddy. She called me daddy.
Take a seat, rest a little. Don't you understand that I am here to serve you, here to love you, here to please you? Only one thing that I ask from you, be true. I'm not ready for no heartbreak. I'm not ready for no mistake. My heart is fragile. Don't wanna go cold. Need you so. Don't you ever, ever let me go. Oh no.
I'm at a kind you know. Where you go, I follow. Truly, I'm on your TV show. Make sure I'm only yours. She that, we that, together forever. I be that. She looked me right in my eyes and called me daddy. She called me daddy. And the next swap, she spot water, gon' drop your hype, gon' stop. I eat the vibes. She called me daddy. She called me daddy. I'm her D-A-D-D-Y. I'm that guy, sucking on her neck like I was a vampire. Then it's on to the next spot. I'ma hit that G-spot, make you climax, take you higher than the treetop. She had, he had, what that mean? We had your body on my body, baby. Now let that freak out. Surfing in your water, and I almost got wiped out. That catch that nigga, baby. Come see what that pie about. Floyd Mayweather, third round, I'ma knock your lights out. Put your legs behind your head, and I'ma eat that box out. Till you cream, till you scream and scream. Call me daddy, bad like Billie Jean. It's just a milli thing. She say you
Now
killing
that
me.
I lost the show.